Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Damon Friedman Show. This is not just a standard podcast. This is a movement. And today, we're going to be focusing a little bit on personal development, some reflection. The message today is called New Year, New Message. New Year, New Message. Let's just take a pause and think about something real quick. I mean, where has the year gone? Honestly. And for all of you out there that have been around on this earth for a little bit of time, isn't it crazy how fast time passes? And every time I think about the word time, I'm constantly reminded about the fact that time is our most precious commodity. It really is. Time is the most valuable thing you have in your life. It really is. And let me tell you why. One, you can't buy it. Two, you can't negotiate it. You can't like swap with someone to once time passes, it's gone. And the reality is that so many of us waste so much time. Now, with this year ending, how are we going to begin the new one? Is it too early to start even think about all of that? Because this message is about the new year. That's what it is. This message is about a transition of this last year, and we're breaching right into the new year. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm the kind of guy that likes to reflect on what has happened in the last year. And before the new year even begins, I'm already starting to plot. I'm already starting to plan. I'm already starting to prepare. Because I want my new year to begin with like nuclear. Like in a nuclear way. Now, this is perfect time to start something new. We're in the new year. The last year is gone. And I'm asking everybody, what did you not accomplish? What did you not accomplish last year? You tell me. I mean, a lot of people right now are very discouraged of what happened in the last year. And they're bringing in all sorts of like this negative energy into the new year. No way, man. No way. Now, I want you just to take a moment. Are you completely discouraged about what happened in your life in the last year? You ever heard of regret? I'm going to tell you something. These are things that we wish we did that we didn't do. That's the first thing I think about regret. Or it could easily be things that you did do that you wish you didn't. Either way, it's definitely a form of discouragement. But here's the beauty behind it. If you're listening to this podcast right now, if you're literally listening to this podcast right now, you have the time. You have an opportunity to do something new. We have the time right now, and this is the day that you have to think, you have to reflect, you have to think, you have to start. Because tomorrow doesn't exist. We always think that tomorrow is going to happen. And that's not true. There are a lot of people that will wake up tonight. Or correction, they'll go to sleep tonight and not wake up tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't exist. And yesterday's already gone. We've just talked about that. Time is gone. It's gone. Yesterday doesn't even exist anymore. It's just a memory. And so all we have right now is today. This is the day to commit. Now, some people will say this. And I get kind of annoyed about it, but I understand why. They go, I don't believe in, New Year's resolutions. I don't believe in all that stuff. Well, they'll all say the same thing. You're absolutely true. I mean, you could start anything at any time, right? That's their objective. They're saying like, why do I need January 1? Why? Well, you don't really need January 1 if you're that kind of person that can start anything new at any time. I'm the kind of guy that can start something new at any single moment. Immediately, I could just start. I'm a planner. I like to prepare. That's what I do. But here's the deal. There's a lot of people out there that have been wanting to start something new, and they haven't. Do you know how many people have been wanting to? I'm just going to go down a checklist that I kind of wrote down. One, maybe start a new relationship. Maybe you're sick and tired of the one that you're in right now. Or maybe you just haven't had the guts to ask that one person out right? Or to get yourself in that position to start dating again. Maybe you're that individual, that guy that needs to get that ring to that woman, right? Put that ring on that finger. Maybe you're that gentleman who's been waiting and you just haven't had the courage just to say, all right, let's do it. Let's get married. I don't know. Relationships. I'm a guy. I'm just thinking from a male perspective. Maybe you want to start a new endeavor. Maybe get a new job or start a new initiative or something it may be. I know what it was like when I had my, serving in active duty and passionate about this hobby that turns into this nonprofit. And I thought to myself, when is the day I'm going to start this new initiative? When am I going to start this new endeavor? I started in the middle of Afghanistan, in Bagram, Afghanistan, within a deployment. And interestingly enough, it was at the end of a year. It was at the end of the year, and I was literally preparing, and I had this vision, I had this desire, and then we started. Maybe something is athletic in nature. Maybe you want to run that marathon. And by the way, for all of you listeners out there, I've never actually ran a marathon in competition. I haven't. Many of you think that I have because I was a junior Olympian. I was on the half marathon international championship team for the all marine team representing the U.S. I never raced competitively a marathon, just throwing it out there. A lot of people ask. Never done it. And I know people that have done dozens, and I don't know how you do that. Gluttony for punishment. But maybe you're one of those people that want to have some punishment there. Maybe you want to start something new, like Brazilian jiu-jitsu or something like that. You want to get out in the mat and you want to, I've been wanting to just get in shape and I got all this pent up anger and frustration, or I just want to protect myself and my spouse or the people that I love. Some Brazilian jiu-jitsu, or maybe you want to get into CrossFit or something. I know CrossFit's crazy a little bit, but I'm just trying to use these examples of these are some things that, people have in their hearts and they talk about it all the time, but many people don't do anything. Maybe you want to just get healthier. Maybe you want to start eating better. I mean, all the trash that we consume every single day becomes like part of the daily, life. We eat trash, we drink trash, and then we start feeling like trash and we know it. Maybe we want to start exercising. Maybe we want to, get fit. We want to get fit for the sake of our health, for the sake of our family, for the sake of the future. It's crazy how unhealthy people are today. Maybe you're somebody out there that, drinks too much. I know in our veteran community, a lot of veterans drink too much. And I always encourage them, like, you got to manage it. Maybe you're that person that just needs to stop. And many veterans that I work with have to just absolutely stop because they can't handle a responsible relationship with alcohol. Maybe you're one of those kind of people. Where you want to start a new relationship, you want to start a new endeavor, you want to, do that new, crazy physical exercise. You want to eat better, and you just want to stop bad habits, and you want to start new ones. Well, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. For a guy that can pretty much start any initiative and do something new at any time, I'm telling you right now, I believe in the new year. I do. I believe in the new year. I think that the new year is very special. It really is, because it's an opportunity to kind of close out from the last chapter, this last year, and into the new year, right into the new year. And I started this whole thing, this podcast today. Start that movement in the next year. Go for it. I'll be the first to tell you, right? I mean, a lot of people have these New Year's resolutions. They begin, and I'll be the first person to tell you that a lot of people don't finish. Let me pause for a second, right? Here we are. Everybody wants to self-improve. Everybody has, dreams that things that we've been wanting to engage in, things that we want to do. A lot of us want to be more than what we are today, and we can be. And that's part of the whole process of being frustrated with this last year. Right? It's like I could have done all these things, and for whatever reason, I did it. Right? I believe in the new year, new me, new chapter, new opportunity. And the coolest thing is the rest of the nation, the rest of our country is trying to do the same thing. This is going to be something very, very cool. Again, think about how many people start a New Year's resolution and, well, How long does it last? How long does it last? Let me ask you a question. How many New Year's resolutions have you had? How many of them? Think about it. But I would want to ask, and I'm more interested in how many New Year's resolutions that actually didn't last. I mean, let's just be honest with each other, right? I mean, I'll be the first to tell you that many of those New Year resolutions will end within the beginning of the new year. I mean, let's just be honest with each other. It's true. I'm telling you right now, I always kind of just laugh at this part. In my field, we're always thinking, okay, physical fitness is one of the big ones, right? Everybody starts January 1, man. I threw out all my chips. I threw out all my, all the snacks, because I love snacks. I went into my cupboard and I grabbed the Doritos, and I grabbed the Cheetos, and I grabbed the tortilla chips. And wait, hold on. I kept the tortilla chips because that was like the healthiest thing I had. I grabbed the ding dongs and I grabbed the Twinkies. Yes, you can still get Twinkies, man. And for all of you out there that have never eaten a Twinkie, just so that you know, it's probably one of the best foods for end times because it'll never die. All right, along with gold and silver and honey and whatever, Twinkies. Okay, keep moving forward, Damon. All right. Throw out all that stuff, all that trash. I mean, what kind of trash you got in your cupboards, man? I threw it all out, man. I cleaned it out. Then I put in all this new stuff, and I don't even know half the healthy stuff that they bought. I don't even know where half the stuff this guy got. I mean, it was like crazy, man. Stuff that you can't even taste. I don't know. Anyway. And then all of a sudden, like 4 or 5 days later, maybe a week later, I'm checking in. And how's the plan going? And they started walking every day. They started, doing a little jog. And after that first week, it's like, dude, this is really hard. This is really, really hard, man. I started walking around the block, and I start off with a half a mile and a mile. And now I'm like at 2 miles or 3 miles, and I'm kind of jogging, but I'm so sore right now. And then 2 weeks later, I'm like, how you doing? He's like, dude, I'm not doing so good. I bought myself a bag of Cheetos. Now, look, for all you out there, Cheetos taste good. They do. All right. I think Cheetos should be a part of everybody's family. Okay. But just not a lot of Cheetos. All right. I know everyone's like probably thinking, come on, dude, you're like this health freak, Damon. How could you even promote Cheetos? Cheetos are good, man. They really are. It's just that Cheetos are not good for you every single day. All right. I'm the kind of guy that might eat, handful of Cheetos once a week. But then when it becomes an every day is like, man, I stopped ordering Big Macs at McDonald's and stuff. Look, Big Macs, that's American. That's American food. Quarter pounder with cheese, that's American food. Right? I got it. But the people living off of McDonald's, it ain't good. It ain't good. And it's crazy after a couple of weeks, by the time that February 1st even hits, I would tell you that 90% of the people that I know, whatever new habit that they start in the new year ends, it just fizzles out. Now, why is that? Now, why is that the case? And I'm sitting here and, I'm looking at this list that I kind of put together of what is the most important part about that you need to take away from this actual podcast today. This is what makes you different from everybody else. Okay? Everybody else is going to quit. They're going to quit. They really are. Whatever it is, whatever new endeavor, whatever new initiative, whatever new hobby, whatever new physical fitness exercise, whatever new gym. I mean, gyms make so much money in the beginning of January. It's crazy. They do. Because everybody's going to get a membership and they feel good. It's like, oh, no matter what, even though I didn't go today or tomorrow, or the day before, yesterday, and the last week, I've got my membership, so I'm good. And so all these gyms, they make a lot of money, man, a lot of money off of people that feel good about themselves because they have, a membership to LA Fitness or to Gold's Gym or to CrossFit, whatever, right? But here's the deal. I know. And I will be the first to tell you that many New Year's resolutions will end. But check this out. It doesn't have to. Not with you. You can stick with it. You can be different than everybody else. You can accomplish your goals and you could begin your dreams this new year. And all you have to do is believe in yourself. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, and this is for everybody out there. These are for the grinders. These are the ones that are getting after it. These are the ones that no matter what happens, you need a little bit of fuel so that when challenges happen, when your schedule becomes a bit consuming, when there's friction in your home or whatever it may be, I'm going to tell you something. We're going to go back to the game of inches, man. And if you didn't hear that podcast that I had out there, the game of inches, man. All right, I'm going to look at Tom Brady and what he shared that just was a paradigm shift in my life. Okay, this is the new year. Tom Brady did not become the greatest of all time because of pure talent. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you even follow his career back in high school and in college at the University of Michigan, and then when he was 6th round draft pick in the NFL, okay, the dude was a backup. This is what he did versus what everybody else did. Every day, he was getting after it. Every year, he was making a New Year's resolution, and it was all a part in conjunction with what happened last year. Every day, he was getting after it. There are no off days. There are no days where you just say, I'm going to skip. There are no days where you sleep in. Every day. If you want to get in shape, if you want to be more fit, if you want to get that new job, if you want that new relationship, if you want that new opportunity, if you want that new nonprofit to launch, if you want that, it's every day. Because what's different between the winners and the losers are the individuals that never quit. Well, you can say, well, I never quit. Well, I'm going to tell you right now. All right, my whole family runs. My whole family. Okay, they're all runners, all of them. Okay, and everybody's always asking me, it's like, how did you get so fast in the mile? How did you get so fast in the 800 meters? How did you get so fast in the half marathon and then the 10 mile? How? I'm going to tell you something. It's not about the days that you feel really great. Absolutely not. It's not. I remember the time I was preparing I was going to the Half Marathon International Championship in England. And I remember, man, I had to post a wicked 10K, a wicked half marathon team to solidify my position. I was vying for the last slot. And I remember in 1 week, and I was at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, is out to Courthouse Bay. For all you Marines out there, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a 5 mile run out and then 5 miles back, and it's rolling hills. And I remember the 1 week that I needed in order to make sure that I was completely ready to perform. I did 3 10-mile runs that week in under 60 minutes. You go, that's impossible. No, that's what happened. 3 of them within a week. And it was all, and man, my base was just amazing. I was running like 100-mile weeks. And I was making sure that I was properly ready. That's right. Courthouse Bay, all the way out and back, those 5 miles out, 5 miles back, under 60 minutes, 3 times. Now, I'll tell you, looking back, I don't even know what I was thinking. That was crazy, but I am also Hispanic, and so some people will say I'm a little, because I'm Puerto Rican, I'm a little crazy, but whatever. Okay, but honestly, I'm crazy to win. I'm crazy to be strong. And do you know how many times it rained that week? Do you know how many times I was tired that day, during those days? I'm going to tell you something. People go, what's your secret in running? How did you run so fast? Here's the secret. Every day, you put on those shoes and you take that first step outside that front door. That's the secret. Everybody asks me, it's like, hey, as you get older, you're still in shape, you're still fit. Here's the deal. It's not a secret. It's a game of inches. Every single day, I'm getting after it. The most important days are the days where I feel like I don't want to work out. The most important days are the days I'm too busy. The most important days are the days that I'm traveling. You see, I'm identifying the critical vulnerabilities of my schedule, of my situation, of my home, of my work, of my health, of my life. I'm going to tell you right now, the secret in accomplishing a lot is every day you're getting after it. Now, I understand. We're going into the New Year's. All right? We're going into the New Year's. This is the new year. The time is now. This is the day. Every single day. Today, I don't feel like working out. During Thanksgiving holidays, all the way through Christmas, right into the new year, it's tough. My birthday is February 6th, the same day as Ronald Reagan. This is the season I got to stay in shape because on my birthday, I'm going to be doing the Filthy 50. Look it up. Look it up. My producer will probably put this thing up. What is the Filthy 50? It's 10 different exercises, doing it 50 times, all for time. It's crazy. It's nuts. I do it every year. Every year. I've been doing this every year since I can remember. I learned about CrossFit, the Filthy 50, on February 6th on my birthday. Well, I got to be ready for it. Those are my goals. As you get older, you can continue to be strong. You can continue to do, good things. You can continue to do all that stuff. And the question is how will you end your year? How? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that how you end your year is critical on how you begin the new year. The last year is the last year. It's gone. This is the new year now. Right here, right now, this is a great opportunity. So I want you to take that moment. When you hear this message, I want you to take out a piece of paper. I want you to take out your phone. I want you to take something. You jot down what you are so passionate about and be honest with yourself. Write down all the things that you failed to do this last year and all the things that you did do that you wish you didn't do, and then make a command decision on what you want to accomplish this new year. I believe in you, man. I really do. I believe in humanity. I believe in choice. I believe in self-empowerment. I believe that you are in control of your own destiny. The reality is that we're all called to do something great in this world. We're all called to do something impactful. We're all called to do something that people need. I believe in being a humanitarian and in being an empath and being able to make this world a better place. I'm writing down. And literally, I wrote this down to a good friend. I said, one of the most important things for me in my legacy is that I leave the world better than I had found it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, this is a new year. And you know what? In this New Year's resolution, you could have a new message. And it doesn't matter what you failed to do in this last year. Absolutely not. What matters is today. This new year, friends, go out. Have a new message. Be faithful to yourself. Be good to the people that love you. Be good to the people that you're working with and the community that you're involved in. Make those New Year's resolutions and make them all. Be bold and be courageous, man. Make New Year resolutions that deal with psychological fitness and physical fitness and cognitive fitness and social fitness and spiritual fitness, man. And be the best version of yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Damon Friedman Show. It's not just a podcast. This is a movement. And you know what? This is a new year. May the commander of the universe be with you. And Godspeed.